I was thinking that our group was the largest, but the finance group said that they were the largest. So, but yeah, the world of communications is broad and rich with opportunities that we have not explored yet. And in our session, we tried to do that. And communication and the size of our group shows that the importance of communication in nature conservation is growing, and it is certainly a key piece in the puzzle of nature conservation. And in our presentation part, we looked at several aspects of this key piece, and the presentations took us on a journey. We started in Greece, where Yorgos from Life IP for Natura project, which is a sister project to this latvianature project, shared different engagement approaches that the project has used to raise awareness of Natura 2000 network. And the range is from webinars and e-learning platforms that require quite a big investment from participants' side to citizen-created nature photo gallery, which is quite amazing. So I suggest you all look at the website of the project. That's where you can access the gallery. Then we moved to Belgium, where Pierre from Natagrival walked us through the work with farmers in farmer incentive schemes, and both individual and collective. And from the communications perspective, the main takeaway there was that the closer you are to the farmer, the better you can engage the farmer and the better results you can get. As you told, Facebook leaflets or other types of information channels that are more distant from farmers does not work. Direct communication through farmer groups does. From Latvian Nature, our very own Anda Zackenfelde in her presentation introduced two communication strategies, information first and action first, with some examples. And neither of these strategies is better than the other, but it's important that when you start to think about communications, you have a strategy and you have a plan in mind. Thus you can reach your goals and serve your purpose. I myself also shared my experience in nature communication and the social practice approach to nature communication that I find in today's situation, which is quite complicated from socio-political and geographical point of view, approach that offers us to reach audiences without triggering additional anxiety about yet another crisis and not make us even more sad and depressed than we already are. But after the presentations, we moved to group discussions around the question, what works? And this was very fruitful and interesting. I will summarize all the ideas that were shared and share with you as well, because I think it's worthwhile to take a look at them. In first group, the question was what works in nature communication in general. We asked to toss all the ideas, all the insights, and the group stressed the importance of translating technical language into something simple and even fun. Let's remember the fun part. They also highlighted the value of linking messages to popular culture. We can look at Halloween and think, how can we link that to nature conservation? Well, pollution in the rivers, that's something horrible. That's a nightmare. That's something that can link us to Halloween. We can think about Valentine's Day. We can think about other things that happen in the popular culture world. And also, while Natura 2000 is not always perceived positively, we need to remember that there is Natura 2000 Day in May, and we can make it into celebration, and we can have fun, which is important in these days. So yes, the keywords were fun and low barrier for engagement. People are okay to engage if they don't need to put too much effort. So if you organize an event where people are asked to count the species, make it fun and simple. And then people will join you and maybe go somewhere further with you on the journey to save the nature. We had a smaller group that discussed how we can work with opinion leaders. 3 main points. Find existing leaders in local communities, and what was important, talk with them as equals and not as scientists that know better. Also, use opinion leaders from other walks of life, musicians, chefs, artists, involve them in your nature conservation communication project. And also, we have a power to create new leaders. For example, we can recognize and celebrate already existing grassland managers and just make them famous, and they will be more heard, more seen, and what they say will impact larger community. Then we had a group about Gen Z and seniors. Thank you to the 2 Gen Z representatives that were this group. So two Gen Zs of our community compiled a list of messages. How can we be in contact with Gen Z? So the messages that could work for Gen Z were, for example, your choices are tomorrow's landscape. Nature needs your creativity because Gen Z is the creative generation. But Gen Z is creative, so they can come up with messages for seniors as well. For example, the next generation needs your voice. Nobody in the audience said that I am senior, so I'm going to vet this or that message. So we don't know. We are not that old yet. They also proposed intergenerational discussions about nature, so maybe that is something for the next conference or next event. And when it comes to channels for Gen Z, it is TikTok like it we or not, and the video should be easy, fun, and borderline stupid. I quote, that was a quote. First, the largest group, discussion group in our session was a group about how to work with landowners that are skeptical, even negative, the angry ones, what to do with angry ones. And judging from the activity of people in that corner of the hall, we have a lot of experience with that. Nature experts say they need communication training because experts are experts in their field, not in communication. While landowners need attention. So we need to give them time. We need to give them time for conversations, for hearing them out. And probably when we are preparing and designing our project, we don't budget time for this. And therefore, we perceive this as externality, that something that is not provided in our plans. So it's a burden. It should not be like that. So this is about the main points from our groups. I will, as I said, prepare a detailed written summary. And but to close, I wanted to say thank you for all the participants in the communication group, and also to remind that we are here to maintain a science-based world that is currently a bit endangered, and So nature conservation has also a little bit of larger mission now. So thank you.